Sam Bankman-Fried didn't hide his fraud behind lawyers or shell companies. He hid it behind goodness, a philosophy that said he was getting rich purely to give it all away. Congress loved him. Regulators consulted him. Celebrities took his money on camera. And the entire time, there was a secret switch in FTX's code that let his other companies spend $8 billion of customer deposits like a personal bank account. Here's the burning question. How do you steal that much money in public, praise the whole way down? By the end of this video, you'll see the machine and the single tweet from his biggest rival that snapped it in half in 5 days. Start with the idea. Because the idea was clever, and for once, it was real. 2017. Sam Bankman-Fried is a 5-year-old trader at a quant firm, an MIT physics grad raised by 2 Stanford law professors. He notices something almost embarrassing. Bitcoin trades at different prices in different countries. In Japan at times, up to 10% higher than in the US. Buy here, sell there, free money, if you can actually move the money, which is the hard part everyone else gave up on. Sam and a few friends from a movement called Effective Altruism grind through the banking obstacles and run the trade. The kimchi premium in Korea, the Japan arbitrage at its peak, the operation reportedly pulled $1 million a day. He names the firm Alameda Research, a trading company. Remember it, Alameda is the gun in this story. And here's what made Sam different from every founder in this series so far. The ideology. Effective altruism: earn as much as possible. Give it away as efficiently as possible. Save the most lives per dollar. Sam wasn't accumulating wealth, you see. He was harvesting it for humanity. The scruffy hair, the cargo shorts, the beat-up Toyota Corolla, sleeping on a beanbag at the office, every detail said, this man cannot be greedy. Look at him. So in 2019, he builds the second machine. FTX, a crypto exchange, the casino, instead of the gambler. Better software than rivals, faster listings, and the fees pour in. The climb is vertical even by crypto standards. FTX goes from launch to a $2 billion valuation in about 3 years. Sequoia, the firm that funded Apple and Google, invests while Sam plays a video game during the pitch meeting. They publish an essay practically in love with him. On paper, he's worth $26 billion before turning 31, the fastest fortune in this entire series. And then, he buys the thing Kalanick never bothered with, and Zuckerberg bought too late. Legitimacy. The Miami Heat's arena becomes FTX Arena. Super Bowl ads with Tom Brady and Larry David. Roughly $40 million to political campaigns in the 2022 cycle, mostly Democrats in public, and, as he later admitted himself, dark money to Republicans too. Both parties, both teams, covered. He testifies before Congress polished, wonky, helpful positioning FTX as the exchange that wants regulation. Regulators' favorite crypto billionaire. The most trusted man in an untrusted industry. Now zoom out, because you've seen 6 of these stories and you know the question. Where's the rot? Holmes had the fake machine. Neumann had the self-dealing. What's Sam's? It's the first machine. Alameda, his own trading firm, never stopped. And it wasn't separate from FTX in any way that mattered. It was run by Caroline Ellison, a 8-year-old effective altruist and Sam's on-and-off girlfriend. And deep in FTX's code sat the thing prosecutors would later put on screen for the jury. An exemption. Every other trader on FTX got liquidated automatically if their bets went too far underwater. Alameda couldn't be liquidated. It had what amounted to an unlimited line of credit, drawn silently from the only pool of money big enough. Customer deposits. Your deposits if you were an FTX user. $16 billion of them at peak. Sitting there like a vault with a door only one company could open. But even that might have stayed hidden if 2022 hadn't happened to crypto. The market crashes. Lenders collapse. Alameda's bets bleed out. And instead of letting his trading firm die, Sam does the thing this entire series is about. He reaches for the asset that isn't his. Billions of customer dollars flow through the back door to plug Alameda's holes, to repay its lenders, and, along the way, to fund the stadium deals, the political donations, $300 million of Bahamas real estate, including a $30 million penthouse where the whole inner circle lived. The money that made him look generous was the customers. The philanthropy was the exit wound of the theft. So what breaks it? Not a regulator, they were charmed. Not an auditor, there barely were any. The company that later ran Enron's bankruptcy said FTX was worse. A journalist and a rival. The 2nd of November 2022. CoinDesk publishes a leaked Alameda balance sheet. One detail screams. Alameda's biggest asset is FTX's own made-up exchange token. The casino's solvency rests on its own chips. 4 days later, the rival moves. Changpeng Zhao CZ, head of Binance, The bigger exchange. A man with old scores to settle tweets that Binance will dump its entire $500 million pile of FTT due to recent revelations. That's all it took. One tweet. And every FTX customer on Earth asks the same quiet question at the same time. Can I actually get my money out? A bank run in the age of apps takes days, not weeks. $6 billion in withdrawals in 72 hours. Then the withdrawal button stops working. The money isn't there, because it was never there. Sam scrambles for a rescue. CZ faints at buying FTX, looks at the books for a few hours, and walks away. The 11th of November 2022. FTX files for bankruptcy. 9 days. From first leak to corpse. Roughly $8 billion of customer money gone into the hole. And here's the detail that separates Sam from everyone else in this series. He couldn't stop talking. While his lawyers begged him to be quiet, he DM'd a Vox reporter. Asked about all the ethics talk, he typed, "It was this dumb game we woke Westerners play where we say all the right shibboleths and so everyone likes us." The Mask, describing itself in writing. The goodness was the Gray Ball, a fake app shown to everyone whose job was to check. The inner circle flipped almost instantly. Caroline Ellison and 2 other executives pleaded guilty and testified against him. November 2023. Guilty on all 7 counts. March 2024. 25 years in federal prison. The judge's reasoning cut through every defense. He knew it was wrong, he did it anyway, and he lied about it to the end. In a strange coda, the bankruptcy estate later recovered enough partly from a lucky AI investment to repay most customer claims in dollar terms. The victims got much of the money back. He still got the 25 years. Because the crime was never the outcome. It was the door in the code. Holmes faked a machine. Neumann renamed the losses. Kalanick outran the law. Sam built the most advanced version. He faked virtue, the one thing nobody audits. Next week, we go back to where the entire playbook was invented. 1976. A garage. 2 friends named Steve. One built the computer. The other took the money, got thrown out of his own company by the CEO he personally hired, and spent 12 years building the perfect revenge. Steve Jobs and Apple. Subscribe the origin story of every story we've told.